Good morning. Welcome to Soul Food Sundays. As you can tell, I will not be pulling cards this morning. I've been up for about an hour maybe. Just giving God the glory. I like to start my day off with prayer, even if it's just a quick thank you, Lord, for waking me up this morning. And as I was sitting here kind of mapping out in my mind, or really just taking time out to intuitively see how I want to go about my day, nothing in me felt like pulling cards this morning, but there is a message coming through that I want to share with you all before I get about my day. It has been so hot. Man, it's been hot, and I've been getting out and taking care of little errands or whatever and going to the gym, but otherwise trying to stay in the house and keep cool. But today, right now, it's like 75. I'm going for a walk. Sure is. I'm going to take advantage of the temps not being in the 90s for a change and get out and enjoy some fresh air and stretch. And I may even take my dumbbell out there and do a little arm workout. But before I do that, I just wanted to share with you all a message that was coming through for me, which is just to speak positivity over yourself. I think we underestimate the importance of that. I know last week we talked about when we were working with the 4 agreement cards, being impeccable with your word. And that includes not only how you speak to others, but how we speak to ourselves. And we just want to be mindful of the type of energy we're pouring into the type of energy we're pouring into ourselves or allowing to be around us, or that we're putting out and sharing with other people, or the quality of water that we are using to hydrate ourselves, so to speak, or water our flowers. You want to make sure that you are giving yourself the highest quality of whatever it is that you are needing to thrive and survive. So that being said, you know, what you're eating, the air you're breathing, the energy that you surround yourself with, including your home environment, your work environment, the environments that you choose to socialize in. It's so important that we keep ourselves lifted in that way, and that we are being mindful of our spiritual hygiene in that way. And so with being impeccable with your word, if that's something you struggle with, as I have, the negative self-talk, be intentional about affirming yourself. Affirmations are one of the dopest and most effective tools that you can use. There are books that have affirmations. There are oracle decks, tarot decks. You can find them online. You can find affirmations on YouTube. You can make them up yourself. You know what it is that your soul needs to hear and what you need to be affirmed on. So if you know that you catch yourself saying negative things to yourself, like, I'm so dumb, or that was so dumb, or my dumb ass, or, you know, we all kind of fall into that trap where we do something that wasn't the smartest, and then be like, man, let me tell you what my dumb ass did. Let's not do that. And in order to get out of the habit of that, affirm yourself. Talk about how smart you are. It's not necessarily bragging to other people. Tell yourself that you're smart. You is smart, you is kind, and you is important. You are not a wretch undone. We have so been taught that we have to put ourselves down in order to elevate or to highlight the things that God is doing in our lives. God don't need our ego strokes. That's not praise. To put ourselves down and say that we're a wretch undone and we're a loser and we're a sinner and a failure, and no. Failing a test does not make you a failure. What about all the many tests that you've passed? What about all the many trials and tribulations that you have overcome, that you've had breakthroughs with, that you have persevered through and made it to the other side of? When you put yourself down like that, you negate all of the positives. You negate your wins. And my wins have come too hard fought, hard won, for me to negate them and to sit in a posture of not being grateful for my wins. I'm thankful for each and every win that I've ever experienced, big and small. And I acknowledge God's divine orchestration in all of it, including my mere existence. And I was not born to be a wretch undone or anybody's failure. I'm human. I'm allowed to err. I'm allowed to fail. But I ain't nobody's failure. And so neither are you. And we're going to stop talking to ourselves as though we are such. I get so irritated when I hear people speak to themselves in that way, knowing I do it too. And that's, we do that. We get, people are our mirrors, you know what I'm saying? Like the people we're in relationship with, the people God allows us to interact with on a day-to-day basis, a lot of times they are sent and put in place to mirror to us things about ourselves that we don't like. And that's why we get so easily irritated with people. Because I know if I'm around somebody that say stuff like fuck my life, or oh I'm so dumb, or my fat ass, or shit like that, like I get so irritated because I'm like, I wish you would see one, the you that I see, and I don't see that in you, but also would stop speaking to yourself and pouring into yourself with that filthy water. That's dirty water there. That's not, it's cold in here. That's not conducive to your growth. That's not conducive to showing up every day in your as your highest self. And so we just want to be mindful of that. And as we know better, we do better. Consciousness and awareness is everything, man. The story goes that Jesus was on the cross with two thieves. One was he was an innocent man. The other one was a proven thief. And the proven thief was like, bruh, don't you know who you are? You say you the Messiah, you the Savior. Like, save yourself. And don't forget about me. Save me too. And the other one was like, fuck all that. When you get to where you going, because I believe that you are who you say you are, don't forget about me. Come get me, bruh. Be mindful of your words and your levels of consciousness, because Jesus's response was heavenly proof of the importance of consciousness, because he told them that they would be with him today in paradise. It was all because of the consciousness shift, that conversation, that dialogue that they had just had, because it's like, now that you are aware of who I am, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. They didn't know. They were not aware. They were not conscious, is what he was saying. Forgive them. They ain't know. We walking around mad at people about things that they didn't know better. And when people don't know better, they can't do better. But we know better. We know to speak positivity into our lives, to affirm ourselves, to forgive ourselves, that we are not a wretch undone. We are winners. We were born great. We are not destined for greatness. Every morning that we get up and every night when we lay down, we are great. Some of us have not tapped into our greatness yet, meaning that we have not become aware or conscious of our greatness, and therefore we don't walk in it. We don't talk as if we know we are great. We don't stand in our greatness, but you are already great. It is what it is. Live with it. Some of us don't want to be great because we don't want the responsibility of being great. We don't want to be held accountable for being great. And so we sit in wretch undoneness, because then that allows us to participate in and perpetuate foolishness, because that is what is expected of someone who proclaims themselves to be a wretch undone. I, for one, don't want that small crown. I want the big crown, the crown that is heavy. You know, they say heavy is the head that wears the crown. It's to whom much is given, much is required. I want the much given, and I have the strength and the capacity to do the much that is required, because God has put that within me, through my gifts, through my life experience, through my soul contract that I signed up for, leading into this lifetime. Like, we are capable for so much more than what we are giving our time and our energy into. But we absolutely want to start with just doing right by ourselves. Self-care, self-love, self-awareness, self-actualization. And the best way to do that is to first and foremost solidify your relationship with, they say your relationship with God is the most important. But I'm going to say your relationship with God and your relationship with yourself go hand in hand, because a lot of people acknowledge God as the creator, and as the all-knowing, all-encompassing power in their life, but don't invest that time and energy into getting to know and being acquainted or connected with the God within themselves, and how God has poured into them and created them in his image, and what power they have. So I'm gonna say those in my experience go hand in hand and serve to improve your quality of life, and also better prepare you for what it is that God has sent you to do for your divine purpose and God's divine will. So I hope that helps somebody. I know it may have struck each of you in terms of knowing, if you can be honest with yourself, that we speak negatively to ourselves at times, and that we need to be intentional about how we speak and how we use the power of words or spells. And you not only want to be mindful of how you speak to others, but also be mindful of how you speak to yourself and how you pour into yourself. I, for one, love to put different quotes from different people who have contributed to my journey through the power of word on sticky notes. That is the very foundation of my love for books. My love for words is the foundation of my love for music, because not only do I love music for the sound and the feeling that it gives and the connection that I have to the music, but I'm very much one who loves music because of the lyrics. And so I'm one of those people that I like a gift. Gifts cool. I like gifts, you know what I'm saying? But a card that has heartfelt meaning, the words, the art on the card, if I'm able to connect with that, that's good. That's better than a gift for me. And so maybe, that's something that you all can kind of take the time to intentionally think about, how the power of the word and words have played such a major part in your life, and then maybe you'll better understand why you need to be mindful of your words and how you speak to and pour into yourself. So with that being said, y'all, I am going to get up and finish getting dressed, and I am going to go to the park, and I'm going to walk. And then after my walk, I may actually do a little arm workout, sit out there with my beach towel and chill. I may take some cards and do a personal reading or just meditate or something, but whatever the case, it's been too hot to sit outside and kind of connect with nature and commune. But today looks like it may be a good day to do so, and so I want to take advantage. I hope whatever you guys decide to do today, wherever you are led, that you are blessed, that you are not bringing the negative energy into whatever tables, in whatever rooms that you enter in, whatever tables you sit at, whatever conversations that you entertain or that entertain you, that you are the light, that you bring the light into the space. And even if you don't, know that you are not a wretch undone. Okay? Peace.